Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I have a Hollister haul for you. Yep, you heard me right, a Hollister haul. I'm sure you've heard of Hollister, but if you'd like to see the pieces that I found, then do keep on watching. Do subscribe, especially if you love fashion hauls and outfit kind of content. That's mainly what I do with like small business unboxings and stuff. So do subscribe and I will get straight into the video. So I actually went shopping at a shopping centre a few weeks ago and they had a Hollister there, and I actually got a bit bored of like the shops and I was like, oh, I'll just have a look in here, and I found some really nice things. Now when I think of Hollister, I think of like beachy. I've been to the one in London and that shop is actually quite cool. It's got like waves on the screens, but it's all about like beachy, and I don't know, that's kind of the vibe it gives me. And I always think they do a lot of like pastel-y things, cream, white, like definitely not anywhere near like a Gothic kind of shop, but I do like finding things that you can kind of style in that way. I shop a lot at New Look. I love New Look. Even this dress is actually H&M, so you can definitely find things that are not from alternative brands, which means they're not as expensive, and kind of goth them up yourself. And I am very impressed, like very impressed. So I mentioned I went to an actual like physical Hollister shop and I found like 4 black things, and I never thought that Hollister did black items apart from maybe basics, but they definitely have a lot more that I liked than I really thought they would. So I tried on a couple of dresses and a play suit and some maxi dresses, and I ended up buying 2 things, and then I went and placed an order online because I found they had some amazing things online as well. There's a bit of leather in here, there's some tartan, there's some velvet, there's all of the kind of gothy materials, and 2 of the items I also bought off of Vinted as well, which are kind of like second-hand items, but they were both new with tags. So I'll start with the pieces that I bought like in the physical shop first. But before I went into Hollister, they have like a mannequin outside, and it had this dress in like a greeny colour, like a pastel-y olive green I would say, and I just thought it looked so flattering on the model, and I was like, I really hope they do that in like maybe red or black, but I really wasn't expecting it, and then I found it. It might be a bit difficult to see, but I will try and do like try-ons of everything. This dress is quite simplistic, and I was a bit like, will I spend that much for a dress that is quite simplistic, but it's the most flattering fit like ever. That I did try this on and I was like, wow, it looks really nice. I was wearing my new rock boots at the time, the spring ones. I tried those boots on with this and it gave like such party goth vibes. It looked so nice and I was kind of so impressed with how well it fit. So it's got these like strappy straps with adjustable things on the straps, which I really like, so you can get it to fit you really well. And then it's kind of got a sweetheart neckline, but it does this thing where it kind of has seam lines like on the bust to kind of give it that flattering look. And then all of this is kind of a bit more loose of a material than like the material down there, and again that just gives it a really nice flattering look. And the back of this has this shearing, I think it's called, which just is even better because it's so stretchy. Again, like adjustableness and stretchiness is perfect. It's actually, I think, called like the corset dress because it actually goes down a little bit into a slight point, and then you can see these seam lines down here. So I think this was called like the corset dress or something along those lines, because it's supposed to like mimic a corset. And then the rest of it just kind of goes down into this flowy material. It is a short dress and it's kind of got these 2 layers. They are stitched down, but they do have this kind of lacy floraliness on the end of each layer, so it's kind of tiered in a way. So it's kind of like that. I've bought clothes with this kind of thing on it and it can sometimes stick out and look so weird. This doesn't do that. It flows down really nicely, it doesn't stick out, and it gives it a more like puffy look, which is why I love it so much. There's no zip on this, but because it's so stretchy, it's so easy to like get on and off, and it's just such a lovely dress. It fit me perfectly, and this is the thing that I'm so impressed with by Hollister is I think I've got 8 pieces here to show you. I got all of them in a small and they all fit me. It sounds so simple, but it's basically unheard of with a lot of companies. Like, you buy a small and you're like, oh, I know my size, I'm this size, and then you buy something else in a small and it's like too big or too small. So a lot of brands are so inconsistent with sizing, especially like Disturbia, drives me crazy. But a lot of brands are so inconsistent, and with Hollister, and considering I've tried like quite a few things, I felt really confident buying the small for Vinted because of the other things I bought, and I was like, I know I'm a size small and it was gonna fit, and it did. That's very nice for once. So I did get everything in a small and it all fits me perfectly. Like, when I say it fits me perfectly, it couldn't have fit better. Like, I have a lot of sizing issues most of the time where something could be way too like big on the chest and then it would be way too tight or clingy on like the waist or the hips. And it's usually because I'm a size 8 on top and maybe a 10 from like waist down, so I do struggle with sizing in that way, but this stuff fits me perfectly. So I was very, very happy with that. Maybe if you struggle with the same thing as me, then try Hollister. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. It fits me perfectly. It's so flattering, and I love that you can kind of wear it on its own and it would be a really cute like date night dress, I think. Like this with maybe some fishnet tights, some heels, or if you're going to more like a party kind of thing or an event, you could wear it with like some boots. Like, it would look nice with shoes, heels, boots, anything, and you can definitely dress it up or dress it down. So you could wear it how it is, even as like a picnic dress or something if you want to do that, but also as I said, like a date night dress or something more fancy. You could put some jewellery with it. It looked really nice with this Mysticum Luna necklace. I'm really, really happy with it, and it's so weird because it's such a simple thing, but it's so pretty. And if I hold it up, like the shaping of it is just really nice, and I think it's because of that like corseting details it has on it. It's a really nice length. I will say that it's probably better for shorter people, so I'm 5'2". If you're maybe above 5'5", it's probably going to be too short, but this is a perfect length for me. This one cost me £39, so I don't think that's a bad price. I usually say I'm quite happy paying around £40 for a dress. Because the lady signed me up with like the rewards thing, I basically got £10 off orders over £40, so it was a little bit annoying that this was £39, but I actually picked up a velvet top. I found the only velvet thing in the shop, like a black velvet long sleeve top, and I think it was like £11, but I think of it as I took the £10 off of this. So yeah, really happy with this. The quality of this is lovely. It feels really, really soft, really, really comfortable. I haven't seen any loose threads as far as I've kind of seen. It also has a nice lining underneath. It's just a really lovely dress. I can't recommend it enough. Also with that top that I said I got with like the offer for this, they only had a medium, and I wasn't, because this was like the first Hollister purchase I think I've ever made in my life. I thought, oh, the medium will probably be fine, and then it was really gapey, so I am going to be selling that one on my Depop shop for probably around like £10 ish, maybe even less. So if you'd like to pick up that one, leave my Depop link in the description below. I also might get a Vinted because I feel like Depop's a bit dead, so I might get a Vinted. If I do, I'll put it down there as well. If you're maybe a size 12, I would say, then I think the medium would fit you, but I actually have that top to show you because I got it in a size small on the website. I'll go on to the top now that I've kind of brought it up, but I found this top in a medium, and then as I said, it was just too big, and then I found it online in a small, and it's basically like this. It's a really nice black velvet top. It is cropped, but if you were to wear this with like a high-waisted skirt or maybe some shorts or something, or even high-waisted trousers, you really wouldn't notice that, because I'm not someone who wears like crop tops and has like skin out and all of that, but I do wear cropped stuff and then kind of tuck it into skirts, and I think it sits nicer because then you don't have that weird layer on your stomach that like sticks out when the skirt's on top of it, if that makes sense. So I do quite like cropped things for that. But this is called the Cinched Velvet Sweetheart Top, and I got this for $8.99, so quite a bargain. And this was in the sale. So it's basically a kind of like a square neck with the way it starts, but it does go into a sweetheart neckline, and it kind of has this bow detail on it. As you can hopefully see, it's got, I'm so overexposed right now. It's got the seam lines under the bust. The only thing I would say is if you are bigger in the bust, that might annoy you because it might not sit right. I know quite a few people have that issue with like KILLSTAR things that I've seen. So that would be the only thing, but it is quite low, so it is supposed to be quite a flattering look. The velvet is really nice. It's not crushed velvet. It's a really soft, really nice quality velvet actually. I don't know if you'd be able to see just how soft it is. It's such a lovely velvet. The sleeves are just kind of standard velvet sleeves, and that's it basically. The only detail on it is this kind of bow at the front. But it originally cost £25, which I don't think is that crazy for a top. I feel like that's quite standard, and to get it for $8.99 is an absolute bargain. So yeah, and again, I got it in a small. This one fits me perfectly. But yeah, the quality is nice. The stitching looks really nice. The fit of it's really nice. So that was the velvet top, but as I said, I'm selling the medium one, so go have a look in the description box. Next up, I've got probably the most plainest things in this haul, but don't go anywhere because I've got the most gorgeous dress coming up. And these are called the Ruched Bust Top. Now, these originally are £20 because they are quite like basic items, and there is some colour. That looks really blood red on camera. You sometimes get member prices on things, which I love. I think that's a really good idea. So the member's price for this was £14, but because I did the survey that I had on my receipt, I got a further 15% off the full priced things, I think. So I ended up getting these tops for $11.90 each, which I think is such a good price. I feel like that's almost maybe a bit more than Primark prices, but the quality's really nice. So I'll show you the red one first because you'll be able to see it a bit better. It is looking very, very blood red. In person, it's a little bit more of a cherry red, not like pink, but it does pull a little bit more cherry coloured than this kind of orange that's showing up. But it's a really lovely top. So it's got these cute little puff sleeves, and these are stretchy on like both sides. So they're stretchy up here and they're stretchy on here, so they're not going to like hurt your arms at all. And then it's got this kind of, I don't know what you'd call this, it's not like ruching, it's just a bit more of like a loose fitting material on the bust to give it that flattering look again. And then it just kind of goes down on the waist. It is quite simplistic, and it is kind of low at the front and the back. I would say this is a scoop neck. I think any lower and I would feel a bit uncomfortable with this, but it sits at a really nice height, isn't the right word. It just sits like nicely, and it doesn't feel like it would fall down or gape or anything, so it just, again, it fits me so well. And they have this top in a bunch of different colours, but I did go for the red because I thought this with like a black skirt in the summer. I also have some, is it gingham, like the black and white checked with like cherries on, like I've got shorts in that from Collective. I think that and this would be such a cute kind of spring summer outfit. I would say this is definitely a spring haul, maybe even summer. I'd probably say spring, because some of it is velvet. This is definitely kind of a spring / summer haul, but yeah, I just thought it was cute. Quite a basic item, but again, really nice. It fits me so well. Quality is nice, no loose threads or anything, and again, it's really, really soft. I think it is cotton by the feel of it. It feels really nice, and also if I hold up the back where it doesn't have the double layered material, it's not see-through at all. not even really when you stretch it. Like, it's a really nice basic top. So if you're looking for some more basic items, then I think these tops are really nice, as long as you kind of like a scoop neck. But again, this with like some jewellery, a choker, maybe a really cool belt, very easy to goth up. So there is this one. And then I also have the same one in black, because again, I love those basic items. Even like a harness with this would look really cool. You could definitely do a bunch of different looks with these kinds of things, like a cute puffy skirt for maybe a Gothic Lolita look, maybe a tartan one for a more punk look. Like, you can do so many looks with these things. So this is the one in black. I won't talk about this one too much because it is literally the same. And again, it feels like such a nice material, and I'll kind of do the, no, not see-through at all. Yeah, so these are really, really nice. I've got two last items that I ordered, and then 2 items from Vinted. So I'll start with the top first. So this one is called the short sleeve button front top. Now I really like this one, but I might send this one back just because I don't know if I need another basic black top, because I kind of always think, oh, I don't have a basic black top, and then like when I open up my summer wardrobe, in like, I keep all my summer clothes in a box at the top of my wardrobe, so I don't have access to it at all times. So when I get that out, I'm like, oh, I literally have about 10 basic black tops. So I'm not sure if I need another one, but this one is so nice. I think when I record the try-ons, I'll kind of decide. I have to decide quite quickly, but this one is really nice, and it gives me almost Disturbia vibes, I think, with the neckline. But I could see this on Disturbia, but the quality would be so much less and the price would probably be more. But this is what this one looks like. I feel like this with a maxi skirt would look really cute, but it's kind of similar to the other ones, but it does have a different neckline. It kind of goes into a slight v-neck, and then it's got these buttons. I don't think these function, do they? I think they do function, but this bit of material is stitched, so you don't have to worry about that opening or anything. And then it's got, again, a seam line, and then it kind of just goes down like that. And the sleeves on this are so cute. Again, they're puffy sleeves, but they're a little bit longer, which I really like. I love sleeves like this. I just think they're really cute. And again, elasticated at both sides, which is nice. I think this material is a little bit thinner. Like, I can see the sleeves are see-through. But I don't think the main bit of the top would be, because it's got a lining inside. No. See, that's what's so nice about this. Like, it has a full-on lining inside the chest, so it's not see-through. And the back, again, has this, like, shearingness to it. It's just really, really nice. It's just a really cute, again, it is like cropped, but it's a really nice basic crop top. And this one was a little bit more pricey because it was full price, but I ended up getting it for £22.95. Again, like, quality is really nice. As I said, it's a bit thinner, but it just feels really soft and it fits me so well. And the last one from my order is a dress, and it's yellow. I have wanted something yellow for a really long time, but I'm quite picky because yellow's not my favourite colour. I'd say it's probably one of my least favourite colours, along with pink. But then saying that, I have done a pink eye look today, but it's not one of my favourites. I really love, obviously, like black, but red, purple, green, orange, like I love those kinds of colours a lot more than colours like pink and yellow. I have so many yellow eyeshadows and I'm like, I really want to do a yellow eye makeup look because yellow is such a bold, bright colour. I think contrasted with black, it would look so cool. I'd probably do like an eye look to like, because I do the same eyeliner if you've followed me for a while, but I would swap the pink for yellow and still do black lipstick, and I think that would look so like punky. But I've never found the right yellow thing. It's always been too bright, or it hasn't really been what I wanted. And then I saw this on the website and it's like, it's a strapless dress. It wasn't like what I had in mind for my yellow thing in my wardrobe, but I think it's so cool and I love the safety pins. Again, it gives that like punk kind of look. So this is called the Plaid Corset dress, and again I got it in a small, $14.99 in the sale. So if this is still available, go grab it. I can't believe how well this fits me. It's ridiculous. So the details of this is it does have a sweetheart neckline with no straps. It's got these chunky safety pins. These do, I think you could undo them, but they're not spiky. They are rounded off, so you don't need to worry about that. One thing I have just noticed is they're not just stuck through the material where the material could fray. They've actually done buttonholes, which is very clever actually. Like they've kind of made the buttonholes and then put them through that, so this material won't be affected by that. But I guess that's quite good because you could possibly take these out when you wanted to wash it, if you wanted to do that. So that's quite a cool design. And then it does have a zip on the left hand side, and it goes from the very top all the way down to about here. So it's quite a long zip, and then the back again has this nice sheared effect, which makes it very, very stretchy. And I think that's why it fits so well. I like this like shearing thing on the back, and it's such a flattering fit. It's not like a skater dress or anything. It is like a bodycon kind of thing, which is usually not my type of dress, but I really like this one. You can even see in the way it's kind of made. The bust goes out, it then goes in at the waist, and then like kind of goes out towards the hips. Like it's just a really nice effect. And then the bottom has this kind of laciness to it. Now usually this lace isn't my favorite, but because it's on the bottom layer, I don't mind it. It's when it like sits like this, it gives me like Primark pajama top vibes. But as it's on the bottom, it's fine. And I do like that it has been finished off with some lace. I just think like the tartan along with the lace along with the safety pins, it's just such like a punky gothy dress, and I just would not expect to see this in Hollister. That's kind of what it looks like. You might think this is quite short. Again, I don't think, if you're much taller than me, I don't think this is the one for you unless you like dresses quite short. But this is a really good length on me. It's flattering, it doesn't look awkward, it's not too short. I think it's a really, really nice dress, and I think with this one you could wear it how it is as a strapless dress, or you could put like tights with it, maybe a mesh top underneath and kind of grunge it up, and maybe add like a belt with it. Like you could do so much with this, and I think that's kind of a theme with all of these pieces. Like you can wear them on their own for quite a casual look, but then you could really like dress them up with accessories and belts and like corsets and just go all crazy with it. So yeah, and this one fits me so well. It couldn't have fit me better. Like when I put it on, I was just like, wow, I can't believe how well it fits me, because it's not too clingy in the stomach and it's not too big on the chest, which is a miracle. As you can see, it's not too bright of a yellow. It's not that neon yellow, which I don't like. It's more of a mustardy yellow, like an autumnal yellow. So I'm just really pleased with this, and the quality again feels really nice. It's not see-through. Just a really, really nice dress, and it's so soft. All of their stuff is soft. So happy with this. Can't wait to wear it. I need somewhere to go. And the last two things are from Vinted. Now I started having a look at Hollister on Vinted because I was like, ooh, what else could I find? And I found these two pieces, and these have been something I've been looking at for quite a while, and I'm really glad I got them from Hollister because they fit me so well. Okay, so I'll start with the one I got first. So I was looking at the Disturbia corset top. It was like £50 and they only had a size 10, and I really wasn't sure what size I would be. I range in Disturbia anything from a size 6 to a size 10. I've tried things that are a 10 that are way too big. I've tried things that are an 8 that are so tight that I can't get into them. So I've just kind of given up with that. There are some things from Disturbia that I do want. I'm really like, do I, don't I? But anyway, I thought that was so expensive for a fake leather corset top, and it looked really thin, and I was just like, I just can't justify spending £50 on a fake leather crop top that doesn't even have sleeves. And then I had a look at kind of leather corset tops, and this one came up on Vinted, and it's exactly what I've been looking for. So I paid £15 for this before postage, so altogether I paid £19 for this, and it's brand new with tags. And I think this originally cost £27, so half the price of Disturbia and probably better quality. It's a fake leather corset top. How, like, this is giving Underworld vibes, like, so much. But it's got these straps out of fake leather, and even the stitching, like, the stitching's really neat on everything. It is fake leather, but I think for the price I was really happy with that, like 19 for the new with tags. I think I'm overexposed like a lot. Sorry if my lighting has just drastically changed from like blue to normal. But when I started filming it was really cloudy, so I put it on a cloudy setting, but it can turn blue when it's quite bright, and now it's bright. So sorry about if the lighting's been a bit weird for a while, but hopefully that's better. Yeah, I was talking about this corset top. So the stitching's really nice. It feels so soft again. All their materials are soft. I love it. And it's just this really nice corset top. So it's kind of like a square neckline. It's got all of the corsety stitching, and then it goes down into a point, which I really, really like. I think it just finishes off this piece so well. Some of the corset tops I've seen are so cropped, and I was wondering if it would be long enough to like tuck into a skirt. And it has a side zip from the bottom of the top, from here to here, so you can get it on so easily. Like, you just unzip it, put it over your head and do it up. It has like a tiny bit of like give to it. I wouldn't say stretch, but it's not completely stiff. Again, like, all of the stitching on this seems so well done. Like, this is the inside of it. And as you can see, well, hopefully you can see, this is so soft. It's basically lined with this soft material. I'm not sure what this is. It almost feels like a fluffy suede. Like, obviously it's not suede, but like, that's what it feels like. It feels so lovely. A lot of leather things on the inside, like the Primark dress I hauled, it's just like the underside of the leather. All of kind of the seams and the zip things, kind of like, you can see it all on there. This is so neat, like the way this has been done. There's also this like eyelet thing, like hook and eye, and I feel like companies with good quality do this because I've seen it on Hell Bunny and Collective, and now Hollister, they have this like hook and eye. So that means that the zip like won't undo. Not that I think it would undo anyway, but I always think that quality brands do the hook and eye. And yeah, it just fits me really well. It's really soft. I got it in a small and it fits me really well. The only thing I was a bit unsure of was these straps. They're not adjustable, but actually it does have these button things on them. You can put this button through here and make it a bit longer, but it fits me really, really well, and I'm really, really happy with it. Again, it fits me well. The quality is nice, and like, I can't believe this is Hollister. Like, what? Really excited to wear this. And again, you could wear it on its own in like when it gets a bit warmer. You could layer this on top of, if you had like a top that's like a florally mesh, I feel like that would look really good. Mesh top, fishnet top, lots of options. the last item is one that I have wanted probably the longest. None of this stuff I was particularly looking for, maybe the yellow thing, but I wasn't sure what it was going to be. But I have wanted a pleated leather skirt for such a long time. I've got like the bodycon one, but I much prefer skater skirts, and I actually bought one off of Depop, and it was one from Dolls Kill, but it was like second hand, and it looked really nice. It had like O-rings on it, and I was like, yes, this is the one, and it looked so weird on me. I think it's because it's meant for taller people, and it just hit a weird awkward length. But then I found this one, and it's perfect. Again, it's quite basic, but it's a fake leather pleated skirt, and the pleats are perfect. They're exactly what I was looking for, like thicker pleats. This fits me really well on the waist. Never seen a brand with like so much sizing consistency. Like, it's always the other way around. It has a zip. Again, it has like the hook and eye thing. The only thing I would say is if you're wearing a mesh top with this, you want to make sure you don't catch this on the mesh and kind of rip it. But it does have a side zip that goes from here to here, and then it's got all these pleats, and it just sits at such a nice length. So for me, this is a really good length. It might be too short if you're a bit taller, but oh, even the way it like swishes. And again, this was new with tags. It originally cost £35, which I think is kind of standard for skirts, even though I think the Disturbia one was like 40 or 50. I really like hating on Disturbia in this. Yeah, so it was 35, and I got it for 20, I believe, and then 24 by the time I paid postage and like the buyer fees on Vinted. So I was really happy to pay that for this. It's really nice quality. I'm very, very happy with this. And also for this one, like styling wise, if you wore like a top like this, like a mesh floral top, I actually bought one from New Look, the haul is on the way. I think this could go with so many different things. You could do it with like vampy graphic tops from KILLSTAR, and it would give like a vampy kind of look. You could do a mesh floral for like a grungy look. You could pair this with a fishnet top for a trad goth look. So many options again. I just think this will go with so much. You could also do a double leather look. Like if you wanted to go full on Celine from Underworld with some high leather boots and a leather coat, this. And I think that's why I really love this stuff so much, as I can see myself styling it in so many different ways. And I'm so excited to have done this haul because now I can actually wear the things. I did want to wear the skirt today, but I thought I should give this dress a chance. So I think overall the quality is amazing. The options, I think they definitely have some gothy things that you can kind of goth up yourself. Like from this haul I've had like leather, tartan, things with safety pins, velvet, mesh. Like there's been the range of those kinds of materials, so they definitely have those materials that we tend to like. Everything has seemed very affordably priced. That is because I got a lot in the sale, but I think for the quality, the way it fits me for the price, I think is really good. And even the starting prices for about 20 something for a top, I don't think is that bad at all, especially with the current situation of the world. I'm just really happy with everything from this haul. I hope it kind of helps you to maybe discover Hollister. Not that you've probably never heard of them before, but in a way that maybe you didn't think that they had kind of items that you liked, because that's what I thought before I actually went into Hollister and found all of the black items. So they definitely have some really, really cool stuff, and this has been my favourite haul actually for quite a while. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you, as I said, rediscover Hollister. I never thought I'd be doing a Hollister haul in my life. But let me know what your favourite item is in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm nearly at 10,000 subscribers, so if you're one of those watchers who hasn't subscribed yet, please do subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!